What's going on? So today this video is going to be about getting your registration and your plates for your semi truck. Now, mine was a little bit hectic just because I had to wait. I have a truck through SFI, Schneider Finance, and they have the title. So there was a bunch of qualifications that I had to meet in order to get the title and bring it over there. Now first, there was a couple of forms. There's an exemption form I have to fill out. Then I have to fill out another form that basically provides them with my bank account. You got to make a direct withdrawal from your bank account. Basically setting it up to make sure they're getting their money. The second thing was insurance requirements. They require a certain level of insurance, $1,000 comprehensive and collision, general liability of $1 million. They want to be listed as additional insured and certificate holder. There's a lot of requirements. So you also need a letter of intent from the carrier you're going to. You need a letter of intent stating that you're going to be hired there. So anyway, that's all the requirements they wanted. The next thing is that now to get the registration and get the plates, you have to call your IRB office, International Registration Bureau. Okay, should be one in every state. So just look them up. And I don't know how many there are in each state. I think there's only one, to be honest. There's only one here in New York, and it's in Albany, which luckily I live 20 minutes away from it. So you're going to call them and ask them what documents you need to get the registration and the plate for your truck. They're going to give you a list. The list they gave me is number one, the title, insurance, obviously. Second, after that, you got to have proof of your LLC, proof of residency. I think 2 documents of residency. You're going to need a copy of your 2290, your paid 2290. Then you're going to need
in 4 miles. In half a mile, take a slight right turn onto Kenwood Avenue.
You're going to need what they call the Schedule A and C, which is also known as the IRB 6. Okay, that's basically going to be your weight ratings and stuff like that you're going to be putting on your plates, for your truck, how much you want to haul and stuff like that, with gross vehicle weight rating. And that's for any state. You got to list it for each state. And then the next form that they need is, they call it the Schedule C mileage form. That's going to be the average mileage you're planning on running in each state. So after you get that, print it off, put all that stuff together.
Take a slight right turn onto Kenwood Avenue, then continue onto Ellesmere Avenue.
Again, and ask them if what else you need, just to make sure, because the guy that I talked to said they
turn
had,
left.
Plenty of times people
in a quarter mile, turn right onto Delaware Avenue.
Being turned away for having lack of residency, basically. They didn't have enough proof that they lived there. They said they drove 3.5 hours from Buffalo all the way to Albany, and he's had to turn him away. So make sure you call them and ask. Now, if you can't work up the courage to call them, maybe you shouldn't be getting your plates. Just my thoughts. But all right.
Turn right onto
Hope this
Delaware
video is
Avenue.
helpful. After I'll actually probably add on the end of this when I get my plates. So stay tuned. Man, that was the most excruciating thing in the world. Took forever, but I got them. Got my plates. And pretty much ready to roll. All I gotta do is get everything finalized with the carrier. Get my DOT number put on there. Well, their DOT number, all that information put on there. Be ready to roll. So, yeah, when you go to get your IRB, man, or your IRP, everybody, this is what it is. But you go to the International Registration Bureau office, and man, make sure you have everything. New York, New York, man, they require so much other stuff. I had to call the insurance and make sure I got a barcoded insurance card. What else did I need? You had to get you're paid $22.90, which I had. Well, I had the form that I filled out, but I didn't have the copy of my paid $22.90. So I had to call Schneider, because that's who the original carrier was, and they had it on file for me. They quickly emailed it over, faxed it. So got all that. Got it ready to roll. $1,468.75. Man, it's just that's how it is. Stay tuned, man. Have a good one.